Hello and welcome to this Shifty Crab live reacts, where we are going to be reacting to the Nintendo Direct 50-minute long Direct, guys. You guys excited?
Oh, I've got my Jack Daniels. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up for this one.
We are pumped up. It's already getting going now, so let's just get going. We're going to hit play. Right, go, and now.
Here we go.
Woo.
Clouds.
Nice blue clouds. Love it.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
You want to know what this is? Or?
I'm going to say no.
What game even is this? Oh, she going to Fortnite?
Is that?
Was that the Fortnite bus?
I'm not sure what this is.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
Nothing.
It was as if she vanished off the face of all
Out of 10,
rest,
how is that English accent?
without a trace.
It's definitely an
Where
English
have
person,
you
I think.
gone?
This doesn't fit the
I'll
video.
find you, whatever it takes.
Whatever. Is it though?
It really sounds like
This
a
is where you were.
fake English accent.
Pyra!
For sure.
It might
Sorry,
be
Rex.
Greg. It might be Greg Miller.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for the.
Oi! I got an invitation to join
Seriously.
Oh god, Vincent.
Smash
Sit
reveal.
back and leave it to me,
Vince
Rex.
predicted it, of course.
Behold the power of the
They had to
ages.
have been. Are you ready for 50 minutes of this?
Flash fire!
15
How
minutes
do you
of Smash
smash it?
characters, guys.
Fire!
Let's all go going.
Flame Nova! Prominent
game
revolt!
are they even from?
Blazing end!
That's genius!
You know what? I
You're
have
pretty
no
much
idea.
owning them, and these are seasoned
All that
fighters.
from
Someone somewhere
There are no pushovers.
is getting, they're losing their shit about this, alright? Come on. Let's raise on them right now.
Talk about a tight spot.
Mithra?
Let me handle this.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh?
Oh, hey, were these guys planning on leaving? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through! Lightning Buster! Photonic! Ray of Punishment! Chromodile!
I mean, as someone who's not interested in Smash whatsoever,
What? You
this
can even use
still
that.
does not interest me at all. Just another random
Right here!
character.
You two can swap between each other freely.
Serious firepower and blinding speed.
Another
amazes
sword
me.
character.
Nothing can stand
It
in our
amazes me
way.
how they balance all these.
Quite
this
the
roster.
spectacle, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wait, Gramps?
If they balance them. I don't know how well they
Ah,
balance.
I've missed this, buddy. Wonder if I was a while. Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some pork.
You're all mine.
I'll lend you a hand.
Sacred arrow!
Okay, if we ever do best boy band in the video game
Nailed it.
as a debate topic for the podcast, I'm absolutely picking whatever this game is, because it's so good.
Unfair.
Shulk?
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now
Oh,
that
it's
you're in Smash,
Xenoblade.
I won't go
That
easy
makes
on you.
okay.
Fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
I feel like I'm the wrong person to do a live reaction to a Nintendo Direct. Unless it's Pokemon or Mario. I'm out.
I just want to see some mini action, guys. Come on, bring on the N64 mini.
Minasan.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello, everyone.
Maybe it's
That would be a
It's been a
hell of a
while.
prediction, though.
I'm
Here
Shinya
we go.
Takahashi from Nintendo.
Oh, dog's excited.
Last year,
At least
we
someone is.
delivered some news through a
dog
series
is
of
big
Nintendo
Takahashi
Direct
dog.
mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support. Okay, what you
Cheers,
just
guys.
saw
Welcome to Live
was the
Reacts.
reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
We made it.
game,
We
Pyra
did it.
and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope
So,
you'll stay
the guy with
tuned
the bad accent,
just a bit longer.
Is it even in it?
All right, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
It was just a setup.
It was. The terrible acting will get you excited.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is probably pretty good too.
Was this not announced? This is like the new announcement, is it?
I thought it was already out. Like,
Okay.
well, I don't think it is. I think you're right. It's the announcement for it. Yeah.
I mean, it just makes sense, right? Or maybe it is part of it. This is
a
how much
perfect-
out of the ecosystem of Nintendo I am right now. I don't even know if Fall Guys is on the Switch.
Stumble
It's the
toward
perfect game for the
greatness
Switch,
when
really.
Fall Guys Ultimate
for sure.
Knockout comes to
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Yeah, that's great. That's where it belongs.
That's good for Switch. Though.
You have 22 minutes
We gotta
before
have
the
some
solar
character
system
skins with
is
that too,
destroyed.
Did you?
No?
Oh, Outer
Venture
Wilds.
into the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient
I really want to play
civilization.
this.
You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find
Maybe
out
you
when the
played Outer
critically
Wilds
acclaimed
yet, or-
Outer Wilds launches
No, but
on
I really do
Nintendo
want
Switch
to.
summer
On my
2021.
backlog of games to play.
Yeah. coming back.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in two classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The
I'm ready
Girl
for
Who
some
Stands
hype.
Behind.
Isn't that bringing
Two
the hype?
deep cuts from Nintendo
They just
history
stay in the
are
water
coming to
Ah,
North America for the
Different, they're
first
towing the
time.
water. They haven't done this in a while. Vince.
Localized in English and
Yeah,
modernized for the Nintendo
I
Switch
remember how to
system.
do it.
Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In
love that
one
they called
game,
it the
you'll solve a
Famicom
complex
Detective
murder
Club.
case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums. Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late?
助けてここから出して自分の目の前に血染めの少女が立っている
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
So
eShop.
it's two separate games.
Huh. The release date.
A new age of battles
something.
begins.
This Agents of Calamity DLC.
Dynasty variant.
Yeah. I heard the last one was pretty great.
Five? Was there a 1 to 4?
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
I never
Character
liked
designs
the,
and visuals have been revamped
the
for this
Warriors
installment.
games. Just can't get into them.
Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1
There's some I
versus
haven't
1,000
played.
battles.
But they look
In
interesting.
Samurai
I
Warriors
played
5,
demos before.
slashing its way onto
Yeah, that's pretty
Nintendo
much what I played.
Switch,
The only ones I
summer
would play,
2021.
just for the hell of it, would be the Gundam ones because I love Gundam. So
Right.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
no, this is cool.
You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream.
This is right up your alley. isn't
Before
it, Terry?
discovering the world
Yeah,
map,
I've not
is
played the
empty.
Mana games, and
During
like,
your travels, you'll
yeah, I
acquire
mean,
special items called artifacts.
Secret of Mana,
Place them on the map to bring
Legend of Mana
towns,
are, like, meant to be
dungeons,
all-time
and
greats.
other lands to life.
like the PS1 era.
It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other
a
features
lot
have
better
been
than the
added,
Final Fantasy
including
VI
the ability
remake,
to
that's
turn
for
off
sure.
enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land.
They did them dirty.
Legend of
those-
Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's gotta be Monster Hunter.
Do we have one on the Switch?
Isn't this supposed to be Rise?
Oh yeah, this is the new one, isn't it? We had the demo out for, yeah.
Did they announce a release date for this yet or no?
Don't know. This is again another game perfect to be back on handhelds again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially now with the fan base coming in from World.
Yeah, that is gonna sell
Elder,
ridiculous.
I have
in Japan.
important news.
Oh, for sure.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet!
Quick chair action there.
No! We can't lose this gauge! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting in!
Let's go, everyone!
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
Here it comes!
Looks better
Watch
than
out
the
for
movie.
the apex! Do not let it pass!
Anything worse.
The rampage. How long do
The
you
only
think it's going
criticism
to
I have
last?
of mainly Nintendo Directs is the trailers are so long.
They are.
So long.
Very long.
Yeah.
Inoa, we
Especially
should
for
start
games we already
preparations
know that
right
are
away.
coming.
Rise.
We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the calamity!
I think that's always been the way. Typically for Japanese trailers, they go on long, and then they'll show the title, and then there'll be another bit at the end, and then maybe another bit. It just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going.
Oh, a special Monster Hunter Rise.
That was the latest
Oh, that's a
trailer
nice
for
controller.
Monster Hunter
That
Rise
is. I
from
like that
Capcom.
controller.
How
And it's
will our
already sold
heroes
out.
fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, he's
fairway is
starting.
open
Take a look at
once
this.
again.
Oh,
Tee off in
it's
the latest
back.
installment of the
gonna
Mario
have
Golf
a
series,
happy
coming to
Mr. Greg
Nintendo
Miller.
Switch.
Oh, for
A happy,
sure.
Study
a happy
the
Adam
wind and
Berry.
terrain.
I love this game.
Take your
Yeah?
time to think
Yeah,
things
I love
through.
it, man. It's super rush.
Then swing.
No, I'm still waiting for Mario Strikers.
One
Enjoy
day.
golfing with familiar
might be next,
Mushroom
who
Kingdom
knows?
characters
Oh, that would be
on
an
courses
announcement.
filled with lush, natural scenery.
This is cool though, yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Use
played
features on the
Mario
greens,
Golf since
like a shot gauge,
64,
to see how your
so.
shot will curve due to slopes,
Hopefully this
and a
is worth it.
scan that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots. In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club.
Oh no.
Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the
Get
game,
that out of here.
letting you
I'm
easily
trying to make it a
enjoy the
thing, please.
sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
Here,
Oh, yeah.
it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race
Oh,
through
that's
the course
cool.
to
I
reach
really
your
I
goal.
like
like that.
this.
Give it another
That's
whack to
pretty
get it
cool.
closer to the
That-
hole,
now
then
I'm
keep going.
interested.
Outpace your opponents to come out on top.
Terry, get a switch.
Your golfing skills aren't the only
It's only a
things
matter
at
of
play.
time. Like, it's not
Make
a-
use
it's
of
not if, it's a
dashes
when.
and special shots to
This
beat the
seems like a perfect
competition.
game for us to play on Twitch.
Oh,
Oh,
did
absolutely.
we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also
had me at
use your
speed
Mii
mode.
in
You had me
versus
at
play.
speed mode. Don't
Put
ruin
your
it.
golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch
Mii's have
June
never looked
25th.
good, though.
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop
Oh,
after this
release date.
presentation.
I'll take it.
Nintendo are pretty good at giving release
The
dates.
latest game in the
True.
Mario Golf series
They're
adds
usually really
new
good at
gameplay
release
for multiplayer
I wonder what the
modes,
first game's going to be.
as
that has
well
a
as
release
the
date
familiar
today.
golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls.
There's usually one.
I do like that about
Please
Nintendo.
look
They will
forward
wait
to
and
this
announce
game
something
on
when it's
Nintendo
pretty much
Switch.
there. It's pretty much done. They're polishing it off.
Let's
Like,
move on
Yeah, you
to
don't
more
have long to
Nintendo
wait.
Switch headlines.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna have things like your Zeldas and stuff. Which,
Check out these games
Gotta
coming to
build those up.
Nintendo Switch.
Metroid Prime 4.
oh man,
Return to the
Come
unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the
We need to get that at
Borderlands.
some point,
Play as
for
the
sure.
Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist
Oh,
Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes
talking about this
filled
on,
with
Newsbreak
classic
the other day.
Borderlands humor.
Yeah.
Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch, March 24th.
release it on Vita. Come on.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to
announced it on
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Rewind gameplay, adjust game
Capcom
speed or
Arcade
difficulty,
Stadium.
and select from a variety
Oh,
of
it's
display
available
options to
today.
relive that sweet
There we are, there's
arcade
the one.
goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today.
Nice. Want to see more of that?
Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of it. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your
Sims?
zombie horde and take
Oh,
revenge on
no.
the city by turning humans into your undead
Nice.
allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Just a remake. Or
It's
something
Travis
with really bad
Touchdown versus
graphics?
Assassins. Wait,
It
aliens?
originally released on the original Xbox.
Aliens
I
have
think.
invaded Earth.
Oh, okay.
Hold up, is this even the right
It might
game?
just be a re-release.
Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves.
Grinding. what I
Study their
love about
tactics
video
carefully to
games.
gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo Switch, August 27th. Exterminate demons in heaven?
I think every game's had a
As
release date.
above,
hasn't it?
so below.
Hey,
Why do they need
So far, I
assassins in
guess.
heaven?
I know we didn't get a
Do
release for
someone's
the
dirty
Smash
work.
character Fall Guys. They said summer for Fall Guys.
Oh man, this looks too much for my brain.
Yeah.
This
Wild.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
So far, what are you guys liking?
Golf, man, come on.
Mario
Yeah.
Golf.
Mario Golf's probably the
God's
hype
judgment
The speed
has
mode.
nothing to do with it.
Neon White.
Uncover Heaven's mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch, winter 2021.
Winter 2021.
The DC superhero girls are here to save the
So
day.
clearly they lied about the first
Hi,
half.
everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new
Oh,
gadgets
this
to fight
looks
crime, like my batarangs
good.
and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's
actually
not
pretty
forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil
you guys watch
supervillains to
Teen
keep our
Titans Go?
city safe. But we're not
no.
just
No.
about the super
Oh,
life.
man, do
we also
not
have
sleep
our
on it.
school lives, and trust
Oh
me,
my God.
there's never a
That
dull
is
moment
literally
at
one of the best
Metropolis
shows
High
I've watched.
School. Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some
I'm
shopping
not down with this
downtown with my
art style, though.
besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on
The
Superstar
faces
Post
are
while we're
just
at it. Hey,
weird.
I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh,
twist is
something
halfway through
really
this,
bad
Joker
is threatening the
comes in and
city.
brutally just
No one
attacks
could have
them
seen
all
it coming,
and
but
turns
when
into a murder
justice
mystery.
calls,
Yeah.
you can count on us to answer no matter
Take
what.
here it comes.
We've just
Yeah.
got to make sure
Right
no
on
one
time.
figures out
Good
our
call,
secret
Adam.
identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically sourced onto Nintendo Switch June 4th. Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Okay.
Ready your juice cannon, Vince.
Oh, my juice cannon's ready.
It's always ready.
Always. Oh, Plants vs. Zombies.
What else is coming? Oh, complete edition.
Short and sweet. To the point.
I used to play the original Plants vs Zombies quite a lot on my iPhone back in the day. It's a good game.
I forgot it started as a mobile one.
Good. People slept on Garden Warfare too. That was actually really fun.
Yeah, it was meant to be decent.
Oh yeah. Really fun multiplayer for sure. It was Overwatch before Overwatch was
Who will join you in your adventure?
Yeah,
Hint,
not bad.
anyone can. Band together on a quest to face evil and save faces.
Oh, Watch Dogs Legion?
Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Miitopia.
Cast Mii characters in various roles
It
across
looks
the
just
kingdom.
as good as Watch Dogs Legion.
Turn your favorite people into your allies,
climb.
or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord.
I think I'm like
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game.
So if I react
Clam up your
to
knees
something
and
crazy,
get them ready for adventure.
Maybe just click pause and then unpause.
There's also a new wig feature.
Yeah, okay.
Letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous.
I think you're only about a second ahead, to be honest.
Okay.
In the world of
What's happening on your
Miitopia,
screen now?
relationships are key. So consider spending some
right, so
quality
you-
time with
Okay, so we're
allies
in the-
to
in the
strengthen
house.
bonds.
Moving around the house. Okay.
No, we've only just
This
got
can
to
give
the
you an
house.
advantage
Yeah.
during battle.
Okay.
If your relationship's
An arrow
sour,
just appeared on
though,
the screen.
things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as
There's a
an
fight.
ally? That sounds pretty darn good.
There's a horse.
Care for it, and it'll lend a hand. Or poof.
Right,
No,
I'm gonna say what pops up the next speech bubble. right,
Venture
ready?
with friends and
Okay,
familiar
ready?
faces in the lighthearted
Hooray.
world Miitopia. Coming to
Oh, there
Nintendo
we
Sorry, we're about
Switch,
half
May
a second
21st.
behind you.
Pre-orders begin
So
today
pause and
on
unpause.
Nintendo
Just
eShop.
like real life, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, you're too fast for us. Oh yeah, that was Miitopia.
Indeed.
Super Mario-themed items are coming
That
to your
looks-
island.
Like a video game.
Animal
Super
Crossing,
Mario Brothers
Mario
35th
themed.
anniversary-themed
Oh.
items are coming to the Animal Crossing New
is that out
Horizons
already?
game.
Oh wow.
Luigi.
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever you'd like.
So we're at that point of Animal Crossing.
You can
where
also
they
place
start
2 warp
shilling in
pipes.
on Mario.
Of course. Do they
Then use
actually
them to
teleport
travel
you around
between
the
locations
island,
on your
or-
island.
Oh yeah, they
Hey,
do.
why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
Did he just rust
A
at that
free
point?
update for the game launches February 25th. After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st. Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
So the update's on the 25th, but the items don't get there till March 1st?
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
Rather have a Zelda island. Come on, we're all
How was
thinking it.
that? These
yeah.
collaboration items
I'm waiting for
will
that
be
Zelda
released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoy that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
Ooh, let's see what it is.
Not Zelda.
They call it every game that isn't Zelda just
Yes, not Zelda.
He leaves us no
Oh,
recourse.
this
kinda
is like,
hoping-
Never.
Bravely Default.
Frost
will answer
for its crimes today.
Are these the
Is right.
wages of loyalty? Raised
Maybe, I've
earth
never
and
played
burnt
Bravely Default.
corpses.
You and no other
If it
must
is, I really
decide how
want
we
to play.
proceed.
I want to play this, whatever this is. It looks like Bravely Default, but I just
You
love
are a
the art
leader
style to it.
and must
I
be
just-
the beacon others look to when
This
the night
is-
is darkest. Together with
This
these
is the original
fields,
Final Fantasy game.
today you burn. I promise to
Like, when
do
they
all in
remake-
my power
when
to
they
see
remake
us
Four
through
Dead,
this
they need to do
safely,
this.
every last
Yeah.
one of us.
Far, far away lies the
Triangle
continent of
strategy.
Norzilia,
Project.
comprised of
Triangle
3
strategy, okay.
nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to
Terrible
engulf
name.
the realm
Clever name.
once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon.
Okay,
The
so this
range
is like
can be
Final
extended
Fantasy
by attacking
Tactics
from
kind of
higher
thing.
ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus,
Or
your forces can
Fire
use the
Emblem.
terrain and other
Hmm.
elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is
I guess.
susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link
Love
attacks
the art
together
style.
by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will
Working
launch
title.
in 2022.
Original
Please be on
Looks
the
really
lookout
cool.
for
I mean,
more
I wasn't
information
big into
in
Final
the
Fantasy
future.
Tactics, but I bet
After
fans
this
of that are probably losing
presentation,
their shit
a
over
demo
that, 'cause
version of this game
Oh,
will
yeah,
be
it's not my
available
sort
to
of game
download
usually,
on
but I
Nintendo
really like
eShop.
that they've
And
got a
in
bit
the
more in
future,
depth.
we'll conduct a survey to
I
gather
always loved like
player
the art style of
feedback.
those games, but I
We
could never
look
get into the
forward
battle
to
system as
hearing
much.
your
It was a bit too
responses on the demo.
like tactical for me, like the grid system.
Please
and
look
stuff.
forward to future updates on this
I like the
brand new
political
tactical
aspect of that. I like that you
RPG
can
from
sway
Square
votes.
Enix. Okay, let's
Of
see a
course they
few
do.
more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
It's 100%. Always this
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play
Okay.
online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Okay.
Knockout City interviews, take one.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look,
I'm so
it's simple.
confused right now. What the hell is this?
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some. Ha-ha, got you.
Hey, Lieutenant, pass to me!
Roger that, princess. Here.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
It's just like that one that came out recently. A bit like
One for Ubisoft that came out that looked quite like this.
Be the ball, be the ball. Got me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Be the ball.
believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters?
You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me. What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man, one more game.
The fight for survival starts now.
Of that game?
Hang on tight.
Hold on to the ball.
'Cause you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet. Sorry to scare you all, but
Already looks better than Rapture.
The game is suddenly called off.
I'm not gonna buy
You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
the one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
The longest bike ever. What the hell?
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades. Hades, the critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
I just watched the final
3 deadly action
clip
games,
video
1
on
masterful
on
collection.
Hades, like of them seeing the responses and the reviews and stuff. So cool.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Alright, I'm in. I am all in.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies.
Yeah.
Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos.
On the original Xbox.
And team up with
And
other
they
super
released
ninjas in your quest to
2
fulfill your destiny.
On the 360.
All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
That's cool.
Busy summer for Nintendo.
More battles are coming to
I've
Hyrule
got more 10
Warriors
games
featuring
in
Calamity.
June so far.
DLC for Ninja Gaiden. Yep.
Okay.
Short and sweet though.
There's even more
Very
coming
short.
to Nintendo Switch.
Did you get all that? Let's come into the expansion.
Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 heroes of light will soon embark on a journey to restore the
here we go.
crystals.
Here's Bravely Default.
Use the job system to develop your characters and master the brave and
I
default
like the art
commands
style
to
of this.
emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
Yeah, but I like the art style of the first
Veterans
game
and
more,
newcomers
because
to the
first
series
one
can
had
enjoy
that
this brand new story on February
same look at
26th.
as the other game that they
A
just
new
announced.
trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed
Whereas
following
they've
this
gone for, like,
presentation.
more 3D.
The
It
game
still
can be
looks cool.
pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An
Yeah, I don't
updated
like the
demo is also
cutscene,
available.
Visuals. I do see. I
The
like
latest
the.
installment in the legendary Ghosts
some
and
of the
Goblins
actual
series
gameplay.
comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the Demon Realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now
I
on
used to play
Nintendo
the
eShop.
original one. This is a lot. I couldn't
I
get
was
very
gonna say
far.
this looks right up your alley.
I couldn't get far. I mean, this
8
puts,
captivating
like,
journeys.
the Souls
Saga
games to
Frontier
shame
has been
in regards to
remastered for
difficulty.
Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the
Cyberpunk could have
protagonist
been.
Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure
I mean, this
not
already
to be
looks
missed.
better than what
The game
Cyberpunk-
launches
Oh, yeah,
April
definitely.
15th. Apex
Everything's
Legends is
properly
storming
rendered.
onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat,
Was it
cross-platform
not
play,
already?
and more.
Oh, yeah,
All players
dude,
on Nintendo Switch
I
can
thought
get
this
an
came out,
all-new
like,
legendary
years
Pathfinder
ago.
skin and 30
Yeah,
free
I feel
levels
like
for
they'd
the
already
Season 8
announced
Mayhem
it was
Battle
coming to
Pass.
Switch.
Plus, for the first
to be
2
fair,
weeks
I
after
haven't
launch,
played
earn
Apex
double
since
XP when you
Season
play
1.
on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little
Absolutely
bit
looks like it's
more
already
to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
You got to drop some bangers now, Nintendo, because
Oh yeah.
so much this
Hello
is
there.
firing them off.
I'm
This
Eiji
is, like,
Aonuma,
simmering.
producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda,
Okay,
Breath of
okay.
the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
Oh,
I
you son of a
apologize.
bitch.
Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you
kidding
some new
me?
information this year.
We knew it was coming though.
For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Is that for real? Did he actually just say that?
He did.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh no.
Imagine if
take a
they
look.
put that last.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh. Wind Waker. Nah. Skyward Sword. I knew it. I knew they were gonna do Skyward Sword. I at least get a third of a point for that one. So I said it would be part of a collection. Here we are.
Are we just forgetting about Twilight Princess now then? Or...
they're trying to.
Wish they would try to forget about this game.
Yes.
This doesn't look good.
What you've just seen is The
Oh,
Legend
that
of
was in
Zelda
HD.
Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con
No, do you
controllers.
still have to use the motion controls?
The Joy-Con controller in your
They
right
gotta
hand
give you
is
the
the
option
sword.
to just play normally. Surely.
Swing it to have Link
I would
swing
hope
his sword
so.
in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions
wait to
like
play
using
this on
both
an
controllers
aeroplane
to
when
wield
COVID's
a bow
over.
and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
They would have to have figured out
But
a
we've also made
handheld
it possible to play the game with button controls
Jesus
to
with
ensure
right?
it can be played in
what
handheld
else do you
mode
think
or
we're
on the
gonna
Nintendo
see?
Switch Lite system.
If
After
Zelda's not
mulling
being
over how
shown
to
at the end of
assign
this, what
different
exactly
gameplay
man, if
elements
they
to
don't-
different buttons, we decided to
If they
apply
don't
the sword motions
drop
to tilting the
an
right
absolute
control
banger
stick.
of an announcement after this is the ultimate troll, because even for someone that's not, I don't let myself get hyped up.
Tilt the
them
stick
to come out
down
and
when
say,
you want to swing the sword
oh,
downward.
you know, Breath of the Wild 2. Well, we're not going to talk
Swing
about
to the
that
right.
today. Like, are you kidding me?
To the left.
Instead,
I
we're
feel
going to be
like-
talking about Skyward Sword.
Just tilt
Yeah,
the stick
I feel
in the
like the guy
respective
in The Dark Knight when he says to Morgan Freeman, like, no, you just like accidentally
Here's something else
wasted
we've been
my
working
time.
on.
Yeah.
Specially
I feel like
designed
we'll probably
Joy-Con
see
controllers.
something like a Splatoon.
The right Joy-Con controller
Oh.
is themed after the Master Sword,
well.
while the left features a Hylian shield
Right,
motif.
more money to spend.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline,
You know, I like
details
that.
the events around
like
the
that.
creation of the Master Sword itself.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you'll see a
We hope
Splatoon
that people
3,
who played the
something
original
like that.
game on Wii, and those playing it for the
Something to
first
do with
time,
that.
will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Can't remember what else to do.
Yeah. Maybe Metroid Prime
The Legend
4?
of Zelda Skyward Sword
doubt
HD
it.
launches
Come
July
on.
16th.
What is their
Metroid
big
Prime,
go home?
Metroid
Following this
or
Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to
N64
pre-order the
Mini
game
or
on
Game Boy
Nintendo
Mini.
eShop.
and I'm good.
And the specially
I'll let you off
designed
the hook,
Joy-Con
Nintendo.
controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers.
2 days after my
Many
birthday.
of you may
There's
already know
money that
this,
I
but
won't
The
be
Legend of
spending.
Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console
Well, you know what's
game
getting there,
prior
then.
to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've
So I
played
haven't
The Legend
played
of Zelda
Skyward
Breath of the
Sword,
Wild will
and
give this
it's
game a
weird
try
because
as
when it
well.
came out, it pretty much came out to really positive reviews. But everyone seems to like shit on this game now. Is it purely down to the control scheme?
Please look forward to The
Yeah,
Legend of Zelda
people
Skyward
pretty
Sword
much.
HD.
For that, yeah, you're forced to do it basically.
And it did not work the
Well,
way they wanted
what did you
to,
think?
For sure.
The Legend of Zelda
I mean, that
Skyward
was the
Sword
Wii, though,
has
in a
been
nutshell, though,
optimized
isn't
for
it? Like-
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by
I would
tilting the
love
right
if that
control
was their
stick.
big reveal.
Okay,
think
the
I'm really
next
thinking
game
it
will be
is.
our last
Well,
there's
announcement
more,
for
there's
today.
more.
This
Please
is
take a look at this.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
Adam. This is Nintendo.
We've already been going 40
Oh,
minutes.
last announcement.
Oh, here we go.
Last announcement. Come on.
Give us something better than that.
Splatoon. It's gotta be.
Nah.
Tune.
That's Splatoon.
Oh,
Yep,
it bloody
it's
is.
100% Splatoon. Fuck. Are they making a single player Splatoon game? Are you shitting me right now?
They are ending their Nintendo Direct, the first one in a year, with Splatoon, I presume 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could it be a sequel if it's single player only?
No, this is Splatoon 3.
Splatoon.
If this is just a video of them turning up and Smash, some way I'm going to be pissed.
Aren't they already in Smash though?
I think they are, yeah. I think Splatoon's
Is them going to Fortnite?
God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
Still trying to figure out where this is going. Because it's obviously Splatoon. Is it single player? Is it a Splatoon 3
It
multiplayer?
looks single player, doesn't it?
It really does. That character customization was odd.
Some weird editing choices in this trailer.
Yep, Splatoon 3.
That can't be it.
They could have tried a little harder to make that not look like a They really could have.
Oh no, it's normal Splatoon. After all that, it's just normal stuff.
Right? Oh, that was your tweet.
So us Splatoon fans getting hyped AF right now.
All 10 of them.
I'm sure someone somewhere is very happy.
All joking aside, I'm actually really looking forward to playing the Splatoon games because I think they're pretty much the only FPS I can think of to play with.
Fun, yeah.
Like my kids at their age. So I
What
can
you've
actually
just
enjoy
seen
it.
is the latest installment in the Splatoon
You can shoot
series,
them, but it's not
Splatoon 3.
violent.
Exactly, yeah.
This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch.
No, I love you. Never
A variety
change.
of games are in development,
Never change.
and we look forward to
Do
sharing
you,
more news with you
Nintendo.
in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Adam's
Wow.
like, I've been trying to sort this out all day to do this live reacts for that shit.
Well, guys, that was our first Reacts video. Leave a comment and subscribe if you want to see
Guys-
more of that, I guess.
Guys, can I just say, please don't judge us for the quality of what we have to react to. Like, I know there's no hype moments. Well, there's Mario Golf.
It's Mario Golf.
The highlight
Mario
of that
Golf.
direct was Mario Golf.
But it wasn't even Mario Golf. It was just that you could run across the course and race. Like, it was part of the mode within Mario Golf.
And
Not
Ninja
the-
Gaiden,
not
the
the
Master Collection. I'm excited about that. That was actually pretty cool. All three
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden games on the system.
Obviously, the highlight of the whole thing was them trolling everyone saying, yep, you're not seeing Breath of the Wild 2.
Just don't mention it. Just if you're
no.
not going to show it, don't. Surely they had something to show. Just give them something.
I can't remember. When we did the predictions, did anyone say Breath of the Wild 2 was coming out this year?
No, I think we all thought it was next year for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he said it. He said in that one like we might have something to show you later in the year. So that's not coming out this year.
No, that's a 2022 game for sure.
Yeah. It's no mention of any new Nintendo Switch, so that's
Nope.
not happening.
Already predicted that. That was one of
mm-hmm.
my predictions. So I got that right. Ticked it off the list, guys.
About 10 different controllers. None of them will be purchased.
If you can get your hands on 'em, scalpers will probably still slip those up anyway, as well.
Yeah, probably. Don't talk to me about scalpers. But,
Good luck getting that Monster Hunter Switch.
Yeah, no, yeah. I tell you what, that did look nice though. I'll give him that.
It did.
That did look like a good Switch, but yeah, bit of a lackluster show, I'd say. They didn't like. I'm suppose they've done what they could with what they had, and if they did, if they didn't have anything to show for Breath of the Wild 2, then they didn't have anything to show. But if I was Nintendo, I would have come out beforehand and said, Breath of the Wild won't be at this show. Sorry, Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever they call it. Yeah, it won't be at this show. Because everyone was hyping it up, saying, are we going to see Breath of the Wild? Are we going to see Breath of the Wild? And
I don't even think it's like that. Like for me, we were saying it off of air, but I came into this, as I said, out of the Nintendo ecosystem. I come out of this without like bigging anything up in my head, like hyping anything up. I'm just like looking forward to see some stuff. But at least, at the very least, I'm thinking, okay, it's a 50-minute direct. There's got to be a big announcement, at least one big announcement in there somewhere. And it seems that maybe Splatoon 3 was it, or Skyward Sword. I mean, but there's like, oh, come on. Like, surely there was something else that they could have. Obviously,
it's confusing, isn't it? Like they've had a long time between the last big direct and this one, obviously. They've done some minis in between, so you'd think they'd want to come. Why do one? Why not just do another 2 minis over the next 2 months? Or something?
Yeah, this
could have got a lot of that out. Yeah.
this could have been spread out over a bunch of mini ones. Maybe they didn't want to do that. You know, as we said, Nintendo do Nintendo. That's what they do. But it's weird. I mean, there's lots of stuff in there, lots of stuff sprinkled in there, lots of indie games. You know,
a lot of 5s though. A lot of 5s, not many 8s or 9s. I'd say from a general consensus. I'm sure there's people like watching this that are like, no, I was really excited for this one, and that's great. I'm sure it's good for a lot of people, but there wasn't many things that needed a direct, a full direct. I think
the tactics game,
that looked good.
It's probably like as far as original games go, that's like the one I like the most. But that
that could have been like 15-30 minutes at the most. For it to be that full 50 minutes, coming out with a new Smash character, getting your indies out of the way, then leading into Skyward Sword HD and then Splatoon 3, it could have been better. And did we really need another Monster Hunter trailer? Did we really need Bravely Default 2 in there? It's already coming out later this month. You could have cut a few things from that.
But like you said, Terry, the triangle strategy is what that game was called. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looked quite good. Mario for the racing version of it, like, looked really cool. And then, do you know what? Even with the Splatoon 3 trailer, I thought, maybe they're doing something different here. It could be a single player. You're choosing your character. You're doing a little bit more in depth. It looked like it was going that way, and then that turned out to just be more of the same so far. Yeah. So, which works for a lot of people. A lot of people love Splatoon, but it just seemed a little bit lackluster.
And still no DLC even for Mario Kart or anything like that.
Yeah, they seem to just given up on Mario Kart now and just letting it be as it is. I know it's a few years old now, but it's probably still their most played game. What did you think of what you saw for Star Wars Hunters, Terry? I know you're a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, I mean, that we saw a glimpse of what I imagine is going to be a very average, as you say, a 5 out of 10 kind of game. I'm not expecting anything from that. I think it was made from Zynga. Yeah. I heard the name before, but I'm pretty sure they make like
mobile games.
Yeah, mobile games and stuff like that. So I'm not expecting anything from that. I was disappointed that we didn't get. I thought with this length of a direct, I was expecting a hardware announcement of like I said, like a mini, because I'm sure when they've done that before, they've announced those, like the NES Mini and the SNES Mini. They announced those during the last directs. So I was expecting something, because I've heard rumors for a long time that there was going to be a Game Boy one. I know a lot of people wanted an N64 one. And
the N64 one is the holy grail, isn't it? That's the one that everyone wants.
Even with, like what Sega done recently with the little kind of mini Game Gears they did. I thought they'd like do something like that, like, because I just love anything like that. I love it. So yeah, and Metroid was more of a kind of hope. I didn't realistically see them announcing anything Metroid, but pretty disappointing.
Zynga, by the way, made Farmville.
Well, there you go. That's what you need
Words
to know
with Friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it is them that made it, but if that's who you heard.
So that answers your question there for me.
Who's it saying here? Let me have a look. Who's it made by? Doesn't say there.
I mean, you gotta think, like,
it did look like a mobile game though.
For sure.
Yeah.
And which Star Wars mobile games are kind of a dime a dozen at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't. It's the first real, like, direct state of play. All of these things. It's the first one of the year. Things can only get better.
They certainly can.
It's whet my appetite. Now let's see what.
But now I'm just hungry, and I'm sure Switch fans are starving. Like Switch owners, but I don't know. Yeah, Vince, what's your biggest takeaway from this?
My biggest takeaway is, man, they really showed a lot of nothing, huh?
That was a whole lot of nothing.
It was a whole lot of, games I'm sure people are excited for. I mean, it'd probably be fun to maybe go back to Skyward Sword again or check out Monster Hunter, because that did look pretty cool, I gotta say. Be great to actually go back through Ninja Gaiden all 3 again. That's probably what I'm most excited for. And yeah, Mario Golf was absolutely fun. Like, that's definitely gonna have to be a Twitch stream we do whenever we get that all figured out and sorted. But all in all, there was just a handful of things that I'm probably interested to play out of everything they showed, and it was a lot. Plus, Triangle Strategy definitely did look really good. I mean, I was digging the art style of that really hard.
That one looked good. But I think you're right. Yeah, I think they did show a lot of nothing. I think it's like one of those when you're at university and you write an essay and you just fill it with bump to get your word count up.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they stretched a few of these things out that they didn't need to do.
Double lines between the paragraphs, just like really just get as much page out of that page as you can.
Nintendo are good at this though. They turn 20-minute presentations into hour-long presentations. They know how to get the time. I don't think this should have been a direct. It should have been the minis. If this was a mini and maybe 2 minis, there's not a problem with this because that's what they're designed for.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be a direct, I don't think.
Yeah. I think the I think PlayStation with their state of plays, I think they've really, personally, I know it's just my opinion, I think they've really got those down. Yeah, they're just the perfect length. They're paced so well, and they have like the indie games and the smaller announcements kind of peppered in there, but they're sandwiched between these kind of bigger announcements. Even they may not be like an announcement, but there'll be a good trailer for a game that we know that's coming. There'll be like something meaty there, and I think Nintendo just do their own thing. I don't think this needed to be 50 minutes. I think they were just kind of setting expectations. And I don't like saying that because it always annoys me when I hear Nintendo fans getting angry. Like, why did they set our expectations so high? But I feel like they could have given something else. Like, even, like, say, just announcing the Breath of the Wild 2 and then not showing anything. Like,
It's even worse though, that they brought someone out and said, "Oh, we're not going to show you anything." They could have just not acknowledged it and just gone, "Okay, well that's it." The fact that they brought someone out just to go, "Hey guys, you might think I'm going to talk about Breath of the Wild." I'm
well,
not.
We're not. What? Why do that? That is, oh my god,
a weird choice.
It really was. I mean, honestly, they could have, even if they have nothing to show, they could have given us a title at least. Like, instead of everybody calling it Breath of the Wild 2, they could have given it something, just a little bit of something to make it worth it. But instead we got Skyward Sword HD.
Even if it was just a little CGI trailer and it said more news coming later in the year.
I genuinely thought he was joking. Like, when he said that, I was waiting for him to go, "Oh, just kidding, guys. Like, here you go." And he didn't. I was just like, "You're really going this way? This is what you're going to do?"
It's a weird choice.
Stop. Yeah.
It's a weird choice. That is like, sorry to go on to PlayStation. It's just what I know more. Cory Barlog coming out, obviously God of War director, and just be like, "Hey guys, bye guys." Just walking off and going, "Here's Kratos, new skin in Fortnite." And then just walking off. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
You either acknowledge it and do something proper, or you don't acknowledge it. Don't just do this awkward in between bit, and then announce. And then you've kind of pissed on your own fire, releasing obviously the remake for Zelda. Because everyone's now annoyed that it's not Breath of the Wild 2. And then they have to sit through something that they've already seen, and that's unfair, really, on the game,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure all the news outlets reacting to this will be there was no Breath of the Wild 2 shown. That's all. That's going to be the story out of this.
Exactly. Which I think it was going to be anyway. I think you're right. I think Nintendo fans, especially I think you get two levels of Nintendo fans. The ones who know how Nintendo work, so go in with no expectations and just go, let's see what they do. And then you've got the ones that believe in the hype and then they get into it. We should get fans like that with all consoles and all walks of life. And they need to realize that with Nintendo, out of 10 directs, you'll get three of them that are hype.
Yeah.
You'll get maybe two or three others that are good but not great, and then you'll get the rest that are just 5 or below.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that the first one of the year and the first one in kind of a year is a 5. But I'm sure later on in the year they'll come out and they'll put it all out there and say, here's everything that you wanted. But
when do you think we get that one though?
Probably summertime when half of these games have come out.
Ooh.
I think you'll probably get one maybe June. Do the second half of the year.
Yeah, they said first half of the year.
A lot of their games are coming out second half. Yeah,
yeah. We got Splatoon announced for 2022. We got another game that was slated for August, and
when was
one
Zelda?
more that was slated for. When was Zelda? Was that April? Or no? Did I just not read that one right?
Let's have a look. Zelda.
Skyward Sword. Okay, so head to the Switch and wait, have we got a date?
Well, typical Nintendo fashion, their description underneath the trailer has 0 date. Just talks about the Joy-Con controllers.
Of course.
They've got newly added button-only controllers.
Hey,
so you don't have to play it with the.
Well, that's worth it alone.
Let's have a look at the end of this.
I mean, the Skyward Sword announcement, it's a good announcement, but that's something that I think at this point it's just expected. That's just okay. When is that coming? And I'm sure at some point they will do Twilight Princess. But
July 16th. Sorry.
July 16th. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I think that's a great thing. I will play that on the Switch, as I never played it on the Wii. But again, that's not that's just something that will sort of come in at some point. So yeah.
Thank God for Mario Golf.
Yeah. Mario Golf.
Do you know what? It was one of them. When it was on, I'm not a huge drinker at all. I'll have a drink, a tipple every once in a while.
But this has driven you to drink.
I think I had about 5 Jack Daniels and Cokes while that was on. I think I was just I need another one. I need another one. Just get me through. I think it was one every 10 minutes. Fair enough, weak ones, but it wasn't worth the whole day of trying to sort out technical problems. Peeling the curtains back a little bit.
Well done. Let's give Adam a round of applause for setting this up there for tonight. Good job for today.
We'll see what it's like when it comes out. But,
right.
So it's taken a lot of effort today, but it's. Do you know what? It's our first live reacts, and for that, this is a great day and a great show. The hype doesn't need to be about Nintendo. The hype could be for Shifty Crab, and how we're in the 1 year now, year 1, and the first live reacts is in the bag.
Splatoon 3, come on, boys.
Oh yeah, that's the game. Splatoon 3. Who do you think is going to be next? Do we think PlayStation will do something next, or do you think we'll see something maybe from Microsoft?
I think there's got to be one. There's got to be one coming from PlayStation soon, surely.
I'd say there must be.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still waiting on Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
A little bit more information out of that. Maybe God of War Ragnarok will be talked about, but I got a feeling that's still probably a 2022 game.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what. Usually, they're usually not too far apart, the Nintendo Directs and the State of Plays.
Elden Ring as well. I think we're gonna hear something on that soon.
Yeah, and then hopefully by then I will have a PlayStation 5 so I can play all these new announcements. Still waiting, guys.
Good luck.
Still waiting. So depending when you watch this, if you watch this tonight, then tomorrow we have the news with me and Terry. We'll be bringing you all the latest news. And we also have our podcast. We'll be going live later on in the week.
Yes.
And it's a good one. We've got some things lined up for that one. Always a good one. Don't forget, guys, you still have time to vote on our debate of the week, which was the greatest movie franchise of all time. I'm not going to do any pandering. None of us are. You can vote for Vince.
You've already done it twice.
Yeah, you pandered publicly.
You pandered twice.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it in the video, so it doesn't. So do you know what? I was just about to go in and be really nice and say Vince has voted for gone for Lord of the Rings. So if you want to vote for Vince, head over to Shifty Crab. The tweet is there, and vote for it. Terry has voted for Star Wars. So if you want to go and vote for Terry, head over there. And I have voted for the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So if you want to vote for me and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, head over there as well. See, not a single bit of pandering there. That was a fair.
So far, the votes.
That was a fair shake.
The votes are on the wrong side of history, so we need to kind of sort this out. Okay.
I'm sorry, are you pandering? What? Let's have a live update on what the votes are. Does anyone have it up, or do I need to go grab it?
I don't.
Going for it.
The video with this, and then you guys can decide what you want to do. I'll bring it up here. Let's see who we got. I think it was my last tweet, seeing as I was begging for votes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So far, we have Star Wars with 12%, Lord of the Rings with 36%, and the MCU with 52%. Guys,
Which is outrageous.
You still have one day to vote. As of recording of the podcast, which we record on Thursday, the vote will be frozen, and whoever is leading at that time will be the current champion of debate. So we'll see who it is. But,
We'll see.
We'll see.
Terry, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, I mean, if you watch this, thanks for watching, and I hope you're as excited about a new character in Smash as we are. You know, because that was pretty much one of the best things of the trailer. Yeah.
Terry, what's their name?
Oh, the guy from the it was girl, isn't it?
The guy wasn't even in it.
The girl from the thing with the thing and the sword, you know,
the stabby
and yeah, Mario Golf. We can run now.
We can race.
We can run now.
We can run now, and we are gonna run off of this live reacts because we have been Shifty Crab. This has been a live reacts. This has been the Nintendo Direct of a lifetime. Until next time, stay shifty.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.